we need to talk about why our dear leader, Donald J. Trump, did not receive the Nobel Peace Prize. This is an injustice, and he deserved it. People are just trying to sabotage him because they're jealous of him, because he's the greatest. He's the greatest president of the United States ever, over Ronald Reagan, over Abraham Lincoln, over JFK, LBJ, FDR, any of them. Not so fast. There are reasons why he should not get it, but the main one is because, and many people don't realize this, and it's surprising that media like Fox News and people online and social media, they're crying about it and complaining about it. Even the White House made a statement upset about the fact that he did not get the Nobel Peace Prize, that he was not awarded the prestigious award. And they don't seem to realize that it was for the people that were nominated through the year 2024. And the nominations submissions were closed in January this year, around the time when Trump was sworn in. So he was not eligible to win the award. So I don't know why the White House would even complain and make statements being upset about it. And some of his lackeys and some of his minions, MAGA minions, that he should have gotten it. He didn't qualify. The deadline was over 10 months ago. Now, if they want to break the rules like Trump likes to do, just throw away everybody that was in the 2024 and let's give him the award now because he deserves it now. Throw away the rules and the regulations. You know, the MAGA way. So yeah, he did not qualify. But there's next year, 2026, and he can win because he's been such a peaceful leader, promoting peace and well-being and unity around the world. Well, let's look at his record since he was sworn in. Okay? About a week or two after he was sworn in, he started talking about taking the Panama Canal and threatening a sovereign nation to take away land from them, even though it was given to them by the U.S. government under Jimmy Carter and officially under Bill Clinton. It's theirs. And they want to go hang out at some kind of broken rule. Oh, we need to take it back. And not only that, look at what he said after that. He said that U.S. needed to take Greenland for strategic purposes, and they needed to have it, and even militarily, from the Netherlands, another sovereign nation. That doesn't sound peaceful at all. And then Trump was talking down to Canada, saying that they needed to become a state of the United States, and started referring to the prime minister as governor, and Canada needed to become part of the U.S. It sounded like a threat, like we're going to take you by force. Does that sound peaceful? And then you have to look up all his behavior through the year towards nations, antagonizing nations that have been allies and friends of the United States for decades or 100 years, in Europe, Asia, Africa, well, except for this white South Africans he wants to bring here because they're suffering a genocide, just like in Gaza, right? And you have to look also at the way he behaves towards dictators, towards people that are oppressing and taking away human rights, like Benjamin Netanyahu, Prime Minister of Israel, committing genocide in Gaza, and Putin, who's invading Ukraine and refusing to end the war, and he's killed his political opponents and people that have campaigned against him to replace him. He's throw them in jail, or he's put them in, he's murdered some of them. And these two people are the ones that nominated him this year to be the recipient for next year, Nobel Peace Prize 2026. And given that track record, two people that are looked at around the world who are wanted in ICC courts, in ICC for charges that are abuse of human rights, criminal behavior. And these two people want him to get the Nobel Peace Prize. And you don't even have to look at international. Let's forget about that side, how negative it looks. Oh, the terrorists. Let's not forget the terrorists all over the world, antagonizing the world. I'm going to putting terrorists even on Norway. There was even talk that there was bullying to get him to give him the award. Oh, I'm going to put terrorists on you or hurt you economically. You think that's going to fly, that kind of behavior? They're going to say, screw you. We're not going to nominate you. Trying to bully people into doing what he wants. And domestically, the whole world is seeing what he's doing. The immigration enforcement that he's doing, rounding up. First, it was supposed to be criminal, illegal aliens who gang members. And now they're picking up people who are they're here illegally. Granted, they're here illegal, but they're not criminals. They're living here, working here. And you've seen the videos of people being abused and separated. People married to U.S. citizens. People that are processing their green card and they're being detained and trying to deport them. Oh, because they don't have the green card yet. So let's deport them, even though it's in process. And they're even picking up people with green cards and trying to deport them because they're critical of Trump or critical of Israel. Like that student in Columbia University who was detained, married to a U.S. citizen with a U.S.-born baby. And many examples of people being abused by ICE thugs around the country. And the U.S. I'm sorry, the world is seeing this, seeing the videos. It reaches their eyes and their ears, seeing this big mess. Trump militarizing the nation, sending the military into major cities to oppress U.S. citizens, people that are critical of what's happening, that is obviously unconstitutional, abuse of human rights, and people think that he's going to be nominated for a Nobel Peace Prize next year? Unless he changes his behavior and apologizes and starts being a good president for everyone and not just the right-wing MAGA, maybe. But I doubt it. He's not going to change. So, yep, he's not getting nominated. He's not going to get it unless he bullies his way into it with threats and things like that. That's the only way. And even the MAGA Trumpers know this is true. All right? Just wanted to clear this up for everyone out there. Y'all have a good one. Hasta la